Hello my friends, Deal here, and today I'm gonna tell you all about my experiences with the ROG Swift OLED PG42UQ. It's basically ASUS latest and greatest OLED monitor, and I actually have been using it for 2 months now. I've seen it first during Gamescom in August, and ever since I told myself, hey, I gotta get this OLED monitor. So finally I have it, and I have a lot to tell you about it because I've been using OLED monitors for a couple of years now, and this one is really interesting as it can also be used as a gaming monitor and as a TV. So let's begin, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you're for the first time here, please consider subscribing so I'll see you in my future gadget reviews. Basically, reviewing gadgets is all that I do here on YouTube, and I would love to see you on my future gadget reviews. I have some cool stuff coming up. You don't want to miss out on those. So let's talk about the ROG Swift OLED PG42UQ. Basically, it's a gaming monitor. The size is 41.5 inch, has 4K resolution. It's an OLED panel, and you can get up to 138 Hz overclocked refresh rate on this. This is one of the biggest features that this monitor has. The response time is also very high as in other OLED panels, and it's set at around 0.1 millisecond. With G-Sync compatibility, you're looking at a great gaming monitor. I've been using it for a couple of months now for gaming, and I loved every moment, especially with my Xbox Series X and my PlayStation 5. This monitor also has an anti-glare micro texture coating, which really prevents glares, and I have a huge window in my bedroom, and I just loved seeing that I don't get that much glare with it. So when I first saw this monitor back in Gamescom, I was really told greatly about how the custom heatsink on the back of this monitor is going to prevent burns, and I've been using it for a couple of months now. I actually tried to test this. I have no burns up until now. I enabled many features on this monitor that basically kept a lot of elements on the monitor itself and still no burns, so I'm very happy with that. And it seems like the heatsink and all the features that ASUS have installed over here to prevent burn-in on this OLED panel are actually working. And as an OLED panel, this monitor just looks and behaves amazingly well. With 98% DCI-P3 true 10-bit and HDMI 2.1 and DisplayPort 1.4 support, you really get the best of the best with this monitor. During the past week, I've been playing High on Life with it, and I really enjoyed every moment. Beyond the game being great, the colors just look awesome, and the high brightness really helped me get the vibe of the game with really low minimum brightness at night when I didn't want to wake up anybody. The huge thing about this monitor is its connectivity. Basically, you are getting 2 ports of HDMI 2.1. That means that you can connect an Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, and beyond that you're also getting a DisplayPort 1.4 to connect your PC gaming. So all in all, you can connect 3 devices that actually get the 120 Hz or 120 FPS on 4K resolution. That's just amazing. I don't have any other monitor I can do that, as the other TVs that are basically for gaming don't have a DisplayPort on them and only HDMI. And beyond that, you're actually getting here more than 120 Hz. As you are using a DisplayPort and an HDMI 2.1, you can actually get up to 138 Hz on the overclock mode, which is just awesome for people like me who are actually using this monitor with a PC game. Oh, and beyond these connections, you're also getting 2 HDMI 2.0 ports for older systems that don't need high refresh rate, for example, a Nintendo Switch or another device. A new feature here is also the tripod socket on the top, which actually is great for content creators like me. And I don't know of any other companies that actually delivers a built-in tripod socket on its monitors. As a gaming monitor, you're also getting a ton of USB plugs, 2 USB 3.2 Gen 1 and another 2 ports, one on the top and one on the bottom with a headphone jack. So a lot is going on here when it comes to connectivity. So this is an ASUS gaming monitor, and I actually reviewed some of these. You can check one of them at the I button above, but in the end you are getting the UI you are used to when actually using this monitor. But in the end, it's not a smart TV, which is something that you would get probably with LG and the other companies that produce a TV that's basically the same size, 42 inch or more. In the end, that means that if you want to have smart capabilities like installing apps and so on, you will need to connect an external device to this monitor to have these features. For me, I already have so many devices as acting as a smart devices anyway, connected to this monitor, so it's not a big issue. But that's something I gotta say in this review, so you guys will know the differences between this monitor and an LG monitor, for example, that has smart functionality. The UI here is the gaming UI you will see on other gaming monitors from Asus. You actually have some of the features that I actually use a lot when gaming. For example, the shadow boost feature that actually brightens up the darkened parts of the display, but you can also add game visual, whether it's a crosshair or any other element that will help you game and play better. So I did talk about the fact that this is not a smart monitor, it doesn't have any of the smart features, but also there are some other things you might need to take into considerations. The first thing is that you can't really change the way that this monitor sits on your desk. You can only tilt its angle, and you cannot increase or decrease the size or even rotate it. That's a huge thing if you are using this monitor on your desk, for example. And the monitor's legs actually are not really suitable for many types of tables like mine. As you can see, it's just too big, and more suitable for a desktop environment where you actually put that keyboard underneath the monitor. So in my case, I actually have a desk that's not big enough. As this is a 42-inch monitor and it will probably be a TV for most of you guys, you have the option to control it from the buttons on the bottom and the built-in joystick, and also a TV remote that you're going to get that can help you navigate between the menus and inputs. And also, unlike a TV where you have to turn off and turn on the remote all the time, this gaming monitor acts as a gaming monitor. So it does turn off and turn on automatically when connected to a device. But all in all, I really love this monitor, and gaming on it is just amazing. Just probably you want to think about where you're going to install this thing, as I would probably just use the VESA mount and just use that and not the actual legs that you're going to get with the monitor itself. Oh, and by the way, if you want to see me comparing this monitor to another monitor that just arrived, consider subscribing because it's probably going to be my next videos. All in all, it's a great monitor from Asus. I love the new features, and I just love seeing that we have another OLED monitor on the market. Thank you very much for watching. I was RotorDeal. I have some cool stuff coming up, I promise you guys. Thank you for all the support and all the likes and comments. I'll see you on my next videos. Some more recommendations over here on my sides. Thank you very much for watching. I was RotorDeal. Bye bye.